What we have here is an Emerson. What kind of Emerson, you may ask? Longnose. This is your Emerson Longnose. Most notable for its long nose, its long switch housing, its long oil cup. Where it gets its name. And the term longnose really is the nickname someone coined eons ago, and it's stuck. This fan was Emerson's workhorse from 1917 to 1931. It is a 56-inch fan with a blade pitch of 14 degrees. How do I know that? Easy. All Emersons up into the 80s, had the blade pitch marked, either cast in or stamped into the blade iron. So, it has it clear as day on the top. So again, 56-inch blade span, 14-degree pitch. Beastly. The motor weighs 52 pounds. Particularly heavy fan. Now, the nice thing, one of the nicest things, about this fan, is that long nose, allows for the switch, the nice snap switch, to be recessed, which prevents breakage when these fans are plopped on the ground. Yeah, Emerson solved this problem in 1917. It took Hunter wait a bit longer, into the late 40s before they finally got their shit together and just switched to pull chains. So, yeah. So, Emerson's first designs, like the quote-unquote Trojan and the Fern Leaf, again, these are nicknames, alright, they had the switch protruding out the bottom of the oil cup, out of the switch housing. Needless to say, they got broken. So, Emerson, knowing this was an issue, decided to solve it once and for all. They extended the nose, recessed the switch, and these, no. You never see them broken. You might see them missing because some people decided it was a good idea to cannibalize these for their switches, ripping them all out. Stupid. So, after this model came to an end in 1931, it was replaced by what we call the roundnose, or the first iterations of it, which lasted until 1968. Probably 67. So, those just used level ear pull chains, which were an upcoming thing at the time. So, again, no more broken switches. So, now, let's see how this old whore runs. Starting on low. Does have a slight startup mode. And the blades are slightly loose at the blade screws. Now this is low speed. You might think, oh, it's pretty fast. That's because it is. With antiques, the speed coils were not particularly effective at slowing the fan down. So basically it was faster, and tornado mode. So, yeah. For a lot of crappier fans, this would be, you know, the high speed. Now, I would say this fan's doing about... I would say it's doing about 160 RPM on low, which is pretty fast. And now we're going to medium. Now, medium is pretty much the high for a lot of decent fans. I would say it's about 190 RPM on medium. And needless to say, it's moving the air around. It started doing that on low. Now, let's go straight to high. Yeah, it's doing 225 RPM on high. With a 56-inch span and a 14-degree pitch. Now the fan does have a slight bit of cyclic buzz. Yes, the shaft does have some wear. Now, I'm using SAE 30 in this, so it's not too bad. I mean, if I used 5W30, it would probably be even quieter. So when you have shaft wear, you must use a heavier oil to reduce the tolerance between the shaft and the rotor. But this is kind of par for the course for a lot of antiques, because through the years, very few of them were oiled constantly. A lot of them went quite a while without oil, or at least without the addition of new oil. So, quite the beast. The thrust bearing is worn, but that's, again, kind of normal. I picked this fan up off of Craigslist. Somewhere up in Silly, Connecticut. Someone had this long nose and a hotel era, or a hotel style baby round nose. Basically a 36-inch round nose with an integrated 4-inch light fitter. So, price $50. First I thought it was for each. Nope, 50 for both. So this long nose came into my hands for the sum of $25. Yep. Now this fan is missing its tag. Some inbred decided to rip it off the top of the motor. It's a round tag, which implies that this one is probably early to mid-20s. So, yep. Anyway, one more thing. we're just going to turn it on straight high. The fan also came with an adjustable down rod. Now what is that? It's a 3/4 inch rod with a coupler with set screws on one end and a smaller down rod within that. The 2 set screws on the coupler would hold it in place at any desired extension. So the stock rod's about 24 inches long. So altogether you get about 46, 47 inches out of it. Now this was Emerson's first kludge. You know, adjustable down rods. Nothing had to be simple with Emerson. So, yeah, there you have it. My first Emerson Longnose. Hope you all enjoyed.